Episode 181 was a podcast. We are back, the fall allergy edition.
We're not doing season fours no more. We're doing
Now
180.
we're done.
No, the season's coming back soon.
Okay, word.
You know what I'm saying?
It's taking a hiatus.
Yeah, peace to the gods.
Peace to the
I
gods,
am-
peace to the earths.
I am DJ Jerome Baker III. We are back. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Sheware Eddie.
What's happening, fellas?
And don't charge Abdul.
What's today's mathematics?
Yo, what up, Ak?
Hit me back at the God Hour. Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah,
Science,
yeah.
bad science today.
Mad Shaheem today.
Let's
you feel
go.
me?
Ooh, that was
do remember to look at to go to Whats'a podcast.live for our previous episodes, youtube.com/Whats'a podcast, which we have a user, a beautiful mind on YouTube. I don't know if Abdul saw the comments that the user left.
Shout out to the beautiful mind. No. Did she come at me?
I don't know if it's a he or a she, so I don't want to.
Oh, right.
You know, what I'm
Anybody
saying?
can have a beautiful mind.
Yeah.
There you go. See, we are we don't discriminate over here.
How do we
We'll call it-
address
we'll just call
this
they.
commenter though?
We'll just say they.
They sounds disrespectful.
No, they is like the pronoun people use.
They is the one you just
When,
generalize.
when you don't know, you go with they.
non-gender
Listen,
specific.
I'm gonna guess that it's could possibly be
Female.
a man. No, a man, because they mentioned the Rome Streets album. Rome Streets is like a super underground New York rapper, like
Right.
underneath like 38 Special, like a super
Damn.
underground rapper. Like does albums with like Ransom out of Jersey, and Ransom
Wow.
is dope.
Ransom is a
dope.
freestyle dude though.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, he puts out
He used to be-
albums.
Yeah, no, but didn't he used to be a battle rapper?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know. I'm
Ransom
just
from
getting.
Jersey.
I'm
I
just
mean, if
getting
he's from
caught
the
up.
underground, I'm sure.
I'm just getting caught up on the battle rap scene via TikTok. There are TikTok accounts that just do the battle rap highlights,
Mhm.
and it's pretty fire. I was not
Anybody
on
up and
them.
coming that you like got your eye on?
No, I just if I just log in and it happens to be, I check TikTok like once a day, so they'll be like, oh, here's a battle rap, and it'll be like, oh, you know, this was crazy. Like it'll have some Math Hoffa on there. It'll have,
Is Math
Who
Hoffa
else?
still battle rapping?
I don't know, maybe old highlights. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just like to see it. Be like, oh, that was crazy. Then I keep scrolling up, and it's like how to make chicken fried steak. You know what I mean? It's just.
I think it's still some of the older dudes still running that whole scene, man. Like,
Yeah.
Murder Mook and Arsenal and, rappers like that who've been around for a long time. I think they're
I
still
never
kind of
really followed that circuit.
the top of the league when it comes to battle rap. But shout out to a beautiful mind. Can we ask him or her to identify their gender if possible?
Well,
Is that rude?
Whatever makes you comfortable. I believe that
Respectfully.
they will. Yeah,
Respectfully,
does-
just so
does
we
the
can
gen-
address them
does their
properly.
gender matter?
No, it doesn't. I
That-
just
that-
would
Let's
like
Call
to
them by, well, let's call them by their name. A beautiful
There you
mind.
go.
just go with
Bang,
a beautiful
bang.
mind. Okay,
That's
yeah,
it.
for sure.
that's
So-
that's true. That's peace.
If you would like to be called out in our beginning monologue, leave a comment on our YouTube channel moving forward, and we will.
And leave your
we'll give you a
gender for
shout out.
Abdul.
Yeah,
no, not for me. Please don't. Please,
we
please.
want to
I'm
give a
married.
shout out.
Please
We want
don't.
to give a shout out. We want to give a shout out to our guy, Dream D.
No doubt.
Dream D hit 2,000 miles run in the calendar year.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Maybe yesterday or today, I'm not sure, but that was his goal. He celebrated that. I'm sure he'll buy himself
2,000 miles in the year.
in the calendar
Yeah.
year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
Damn.
gonna buy himself a new Capital cardigan. You know what I'm saying, to celebrate.
Treat
And I was-
himself.
Full capital kit.
Full Capital kit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying, full vibes, vibrations.
No doubt.
And as you should, you gotta treat yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shout out to everybody who won the Argon Dunks. If that was your treat for yourself of the year, or if you won the.
How about you? Did you win them?
I did not. I overslept.
Did Bella
Yeah.
get it? Oh, okay. So
And then-
the Bakers did not get them.
Nah, but they're not going crazy on StockX. So
Abdul got three. Abdul got three pairs. Don't worry about it.
No. My our guys haven't got their shipment in yet, so
And
a lot
then,
of stores had their shipment delayed. So
I
whenever
saw.
they come
I
in,
saw a
think
few
we're
stores
gonna
had
be good.
kid sizes only.
Right. Adult
Yeah.
sizes have not come in.
And then shout out to everybody who won the crushed skate shop dunk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I did not win that. I don't think they've done the national raffle yet, though. So there's still a chance for my out of town peoples that I put onto game.
Abdul, were you able to secure a pair?
Um, initially I thought I did. I was told I'm good, but it's been a few days and the kid hasn't received that invoice yet. So I don't know if I got skipped. There's a very strong possibility I might have got skipped. And if that's what happened, then it's all good, man. I'll hit StockX or something like that and try to grab them. I would have liked to have the special box though that came with it. That
was a friends and family box though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who it was given out to, but they had a different box as well.
It was like a box outside of the regular box.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
So I would like to have that box.
Yeah.
And if you've seen that box, it looked like the marble from Freedom Plaza, which was a super dope image that they used as a box.
Hell
so yeah, I mean, I thought the sneaker was dope. A lot of sneaker misfortunes this weekend. The crushed, which I might not have hit on.
I was able to get my pair.
Yeah,
nice.
But you went. You had a plug that's directly connected to the Crush family.
I haven't attained my pair yet, but
you are deep in the community, Eddie.
I've already seen them. They exist. They're at my man's house. I just have to go get them.
Oh, beautiful.
Who's a better skater, Eddie or Jerome?
Probably equal.
Oh yeah, okay.
At this point in my life, anybody is better than me.
Probably
equal. I can barely walk. So you know what I'm saying. It's
but at one point, both of you. I mean, out of.
I definitely used to skate. I definitely used to skate a lot when I was a kid. I probably haven't rode a board. I probably haven't rode a board rode a board every day since I was like 16. But I have a skateboard still, but I haven't skated since I was like 16, 17. Fucked around, I have, but not really. But I could still ride a skateboard.
So shout out to everybody. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. And I was gonna say, and speaking of misfortunes, then also, I mean, we normally talk sneakers at the end, but fuck it, we can talk about it now.
We freestyle tonight.
HBCU dunks, heartbroken. I really wanted to grab the whole pack. Clark Atlanta dunks dropped today.
That's the black, red, and yellow ones or whatever?
Yeah. Tennessee State also dropped, I believe, on Saturday. I missed out on both of those. Florida A&M is next. And I think there's one more after that. I don't know. There's a fourth one.
You want to get all of them?
I want to get all four. But
you will.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
You could use a pair of them off-white fives as trade bait. You only got 30 pairs of them.
So again, now that Abdul has given us the blessing to just go out of order for this particular show, let's talk. First of all, no, we're not. I'm not going to say that. Secondly, okay, no, I can't now. No, include somebody else. I don't want to put them out there like that. Yeah, no. But if you follow Don't Charge Abdul on Instagram, I believe Abdul was bored yesterday. It was National Indigenous Peoples Day, right? So shout out to our indigenous people, right?
Yes.
We don't do that. A sea guy over here,
right?
As a matter of fact, the sea guy, as revered as he is in the United States of America, did you know that when his actions, when the Queen of Spain found out his actions, she actually had him brought back to Spain and stripped him from all of his titles.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I read it today from a source that I
shout out to the Queen of Spain.
So the Queen of Spain, when she was brought up on all his activity, stripped him of his title. So nevertheless, it's Indigenous Peoples Day, and it's late in an Indigenous Peoples Day. It's about 4:00, and the timeline just starts to get a little busy with Abdul, quote unquote, fall cleaning. I guess it's fucking October.
He's
right?
packing. He's packing.
Is he packing? Whatever. So
Abdul's about to have the biggest shoe collection sale in the world. He's selling his whole collection.
First of all, it's one pair.
Itemizing everything.
It's one pair of.
No, it's not one pair. It's one.
No. It's one pair of Union 4s, right?
Yep.
It's the color that I need in my life, right? But then I'm
what color is that? The guavas?
Yeah, need those, right? But Abdul's like a 9.5. I'm an 11, so I'm not tripping at all, right?
Abdul probably has an 11.
He definitely does. He definitely does.
I only got everything about size.
So then it's another pair. Then it's like, oh, I forgot I had these, a black pair. Then it's like, oh,
He's
I
like,
forgot I had these. It's another black
Don't
pair.
you love it when you find 15 pairs of
Then
Union
it's like-
4s
then it's
that you
like-
didn't know you had?
Then it's like, here goes 3 pair of Virgil Off-White 5s, and he's the Complex Con manager, right? So it's just like, then it's like Sophia came up, Off-White 4s, right? Then it's like 3 more pair of Virgil 5s, and oh, let me let you know, it's not the same 3 before. This is really another 3 pair.
Yeah, and then he humbly said, don't hit me in my DMs. I'm keeping all of these.
Oh, I didn't see that message. Did you say that, Abdul?
He was like, to all my friends out there, I'm keeping all these. Don't ask.
Then,
I love y'all.
then he comes back
Abdul
with
knows
another.
he was talking to me because he knows I'm going to stop now.
Then he comes with another 2 pair of Union 4s.
Yeah,
I'm just
like. Also, mind you, Abdul has probably 2 pairs of each of those that he's been wearing. So you do the math.
Because today's mathematics, you feel me?
Yeah. Today's mathematics is Union
Abdul's
4s.
winning. Today's mathematics is Abdul won.
Man, it's I am doing some cleaning and a little bit of packing. I'll get into that with you all offline. But yeah, I mean, listen, I was finding a lot of stuff that I honestly did not know existed.
So if you didn't think you had it, you don't want to part with it?
Yeah. Now that I know I have it, why would I want to part with it?
Because you didn't even know you had it to begin with.
But now I know.
We'll talk about it later offline.
However, it's created a huge problem in my household. I'll be very honest with you all at this moment. My wife is extremely frustrated with me.
She didn't really know how bad it was until it got bad.
She's now starting to realize how bad it is, and she blames herself.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go at Kim and show her what one of the boxes look like. Yo, can you just sneak me out one of these?
She was like,
and now I know how to get you,
dog. She was very, very upset yesterday, and you know, I'm not in a good position at the crib. I'll be honest.
Nah.
It's not looking good for the kid, man.
You sleeping on the shoe piles tonight?
I mean, I'm still sleeping in the bed, but
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely got the cold shoulder.
yeah.
And she's like, you know, it's been years and years where I did not know this was happening, and now it's all coming out. And
Well, she was the one that found the 10 pairs of
she's like,
Virgil fives.
I've given you too much space to do whatever you wanted, and you went crazy, and it's now like this is bad. Like she's legit super upset. She had tears coming out of her eyes. Like it wasn't a good look.
She realized that you had an addiction. She's like, damn, my husband's a fucking addict.
Yeah,
I'm married to a fucking addict, and he needs help.
and she's like,
I don't know what I'm gonna do
stuff.
about this problem.
So it's not just sneakers, because I still also have a lot of old clothes and you know, t-shirts.
Well, a lot of those sneakers come with like backpacks and
promo items,
jackets.
And she's like, well, get rid of all this. I'm like, fam.
Like,
what do you
history.
mean?
This is
I'm like, these are historical archival pieces.
I got the shoes to match that jacket.
I'm like, I might not even wear this backpack, but this was something people don't even know existed.
I need this elephant print Jordan messenger bag.
That I can actually get rid of. If somebody does want that, please hit me up. But like,
I need
for
the
example,
Heineken 6-pack.
Yeah. If you know, there's a Potter book bag that came with the July 3 into. People did not even know about it. You know what I'm saying?
They never will, because you won't put it on eBay.
That's a fact. I'm keeping it. It's inside of its wrapped plastic. Like, it's going to stay like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was just very upset. She's like, I was like, yo, these are collector's items. They're pieces of art.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck your art, son.
Yeah. No doubt.
This shit is trash. Get it out of here.
I know who I'm gonna hit Kim up tomorrow and be like, yo, can you sneak me out a pair of them Virgil 5s?
And you know, I had trash bags and trash bags and trash bags of old tees, you know, from the 90s, early 2000s that I don't wear anymore, but I've been like, yo, I'm gonna
take them up to DeLorean. Take them to DeLorean.
I'm not selling them, Eddie. I'm not. They're staying there. You're
gonna have to like figure out like something to do with your sneakers that's not like so
it's
aggressive, you know.
Well, it's that, it's the sneakers, it's the shirts, it's items and that I've collected over the years.
Let me ask you a question, because I feel like me and Jerome probably have like a small sneaker problem, like, but your shit's next level. So like people like Clark or like some of the other people that you're in the circle you're in, what do they do with all their shoes? What does their wife say? What, they all rent different apartments or they have storage units? How does that work?
Listen,
because I feel like Clark has the answer to your problems.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm at the risk of putting my brother's business out there. I'm gonna say he goes through the same thing, because my wife was definitely on the phone with his wife today.
Oh my God!
I got a text from Clark. He's like, "Yo, Kim's on the phone with Keisha." It was essentially like, "Yo, you're fucked."
Yeah. And but does he? Like, I mean, does he have like a? I don't want to say like, without saying too much, but he definitely has somewhere off site that he keeps a lot of his stuff.
He definitely has that.
So I feel like you're getting to that point in your collection where you might have to do that. You might have to have like the secret Cuddy Rank stash spot where like you can go like.
No, I mean, listen, I already have a couple of stash spots that I've had for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, your parents' basement don't count no more.
But I also got another spot.
That your sister, uncles.
It's like there's such a big risk in moving stuff into storage today that I'm scared of. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear all these horror stories.
Don't ever move into storage. You have to like rent an apartment out in like a secured doorman kind of building and like put cameras and shit in there.
It's one of those things, man. You know, it's the sneaker thing is no longer within a small community, and it just takes, even if it's an older man working in a storage facility, the fact
when he
that he
sees
might
you moving your shit in there,
and the fact that he might just, you know, not just mention it to somebody who could know something about sneakers.
You can't do that.
It's just so risky. I don't even want to fuck with any of that shit, man. So I mean, listen, I mean, I'm nowhere at a level of a DJ Clark Kent or some of the other big dudes like that, but I mean, in my own small way, I'm paying for it right now, man. It's not.
I would say you're being pretty humble. I get what you're saying, but
I don't know, man. You know, I've been to Clark's house. I've seen what he has.
I know. But nobody's seen what you have, because you got shit you don't even know you have, like 5 pairs of Off-White 5s.
But I think that
I don't even know you had those.
I don't think that's that far fetched. I think that's like kind of normal. Like if you buy,
I mean, if you have 5,000 pairs of shoes, you're gonna have shit that you don't know you have. Especially you, because you hit on like 20 different raffles. It's that. It's like, you know, you go OD and then you end up hitting
love
everything.
sneakers, bro.
No, I'm not mad at you, dog. I'm not mad. I love it. I love it too. But you're right. You have to figure out some kind of like, at this point, like I was telling you the other day, like at this point, you have like sports memorabilia and you need to get it like insured, because
and it is insured. You know? I really need to itemize and list out. So we'll figure all that out. Everything is insured, and
you gotta do a spreadsheet.
And it's spread out amongst several locations. It's just at the crib, I need to do a little bit better job of consolidating space.
If you have a pair of shoes, let's say at one of your other places where you keep your shoes, do you go over there and grab it if you want to wear it, or you just like, or like what's the point of having, like, let's say 100 pair of shoes at your parents' house? Can you go? Do you have access to them? Like, oh shit, I want to wear them shoes tonight.
Yeah, of course I have access.
You'll go up there and grab a pair of like shoes.
I'll be very honest. I don't know what's over there.
Exactly. I mean, you know, there's a ton of shit over there, but you don't know exactly what's over there.
Yeah, I don't.
Know? Yeah.
All right. Well, we will finish this discussion at another time. We'll keep y'all updated. Moving. Yeah, I think you know, there's a lot going on in the world. Obviously, I believe since we last spoke, we've seen the sort of really the implosion, the self-implosion of the artist formerly known as Kanye West.
Oh my God.
I believe he's fully off of social media at the moment, unless he's on
I think Twitter he's back on because Elon Musk got it, right?
Nah, no. I don't think he's on Twitter. I think he's frozen at the moment. I think he'd have to be on like Truth Social.
Truth Social. What the fuck?
Elon Musk doesn't own Twitter.
Not yet.
He never went through with it.
Right? He agreed to go through with it.
Yeah, but they actually blocked it, so they no longer want to entertain his bid.
Oh wow!
So they're suing him to not be able to purchase it anymore.
That's fucking weird.
Ye put up a crazy tweet about going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people after he woke up. He was like, once I wake up from this nap, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, yada yada yada. And it was just like, bro, like.
And then he said all black people are Israelites, so they're Jews.
He said, yeah, you can't. Black people are the original Jews, so you can't like.
We can't be anti-Semitic.
Yeah, it can't be anti-Semitic
because black people are original Jews.
Then came out.
Go ahead and try it, fam. Go ahead.
Tell all the Jews in Hollywood that.
Well, he tried it. He tried it, and
yeah.
the tweet got deleted. I saw some tweets from Jewish people that were basically like, "We just need to listen to black people on this one and cancel."
Is Zuckerberg Jewish?
That was
yes.
I mean, yeah.
Zuckerberg.
That was the impetus. That was the impetus for the tweet because he was basically like, "Yo, you see the picture I put up before when he was my boy, and now yada yada yada."
Oh, that was a tweet aimed at Mark Zuckerberg
for sure.
He put up a tweet with a picture of Zuckerberg in it.
Yeah,
and was like, "You see that? A couple of tweets ago, or whatever." So, I think Kanye, he's
off his meds, dog. He's off his meds.
He's fully. I mean, he's off Instagram and Twitter.
Fuck Kanye, man.
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah. Thank God.
There's been there's also been. I know we have a ton of topics to get to tonight.
The video of him going at the
basically
execs.
They said he took the upper hand in the meeting by showing them porn to make them uncomfortable, and he was trying to use that as a way to like throw things off a little bit.
He's fucking crazy. Dog.
He was telling. Apparently, I read an article that Complex wrote, and I started reading while I was somewhat driving, so I didn't go through the whole thing. But apparently, he was telling the dude, the exec, that the exec is the guy in the porn. Like, like a bitch ass dude or something like that.
What?
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't fucking understand, man. This dude is.
You're not supposed to understand it, man. It's not.
So there was an episode of The Shop with was that LeBron?
Yeah,
and his people that they actually pulled, and they're not going to air that episode. It was supposed to drop this week, I guess.
Who was in it? Kanye.
Kanye was in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, they decided to pull him out.
Why they? Yeah. It'll get leaked out. It'll leak.
If you look at where he is in life right now, you can
you don't want him. Yeah.
Why they?
Yeah, and I think that's good because the more people
entertain
retweet and they talk about it, the more he gets even more fueled, right? And it's just unfortunate because it's a bunch of idiots who continue encouraging him to do shit like this.
Support him.
Kanye's motives for doing everything are so selfish because it's only to satisfy what he believes is wrong with his life. It's never out of a place of empathy or a place of feeling that there's injustice being done. It's always coming from a place of injustice happening to me.
Right. It's not about...
You know what I'm saying? Whatever is convenient for his life at that particular time, if it means he needs to fuck with white people because, he's going through issues with his family and his wife and his kids, it's like, look at me, the poor black man is being, I'm being put down by white people, because of who I am. And then the second it's in fashion and it's that segment of his life where he's not getting what he think he rightfully deserves. All of a sudden, he's at that point, he's like, fuck black people, slavery's a choice. Fucking white lives matter. It's all very self-serving. It's whatever he feels needs to satisfy his agenda. And it's a very, very dangerous thing, man, because the people that listen to him just kind of fucking blindly follow everything he's saying and doing. And he has such an impact on this next generation of people and kids that
they're so impressionable.
They don't fucking even understand what's happening, and yet they're so willing to just go along with it blindly.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those particular kids are definitely missing some things at home. Man. They're very uninformed, but I think there's a point to their fandom. Like if it goes beyond online, like you don't really see people in the streets riding for dude like that. At least I don't, right?
I don't.
Online they can talk all this craziness and you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I like when he first was going crazy, particularly the stuff about the post about when he disrespected Virgil from Tremaine. A lot of those kids were just uninformed. Like especially when Ivan and Mike Dean were speaking, they were putting kids on their heels in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids would come at them aggressive and they'd be like, well, I just wish you guys could, you know, yada, yada, yada. And even with Cudi, like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Cudi movie or heard the soundtrack. No, it's not a documentary. It's like a love story or something like that.
Okay.
They said it's fantastic.
Yeah.
They said the album's great and they said the movie is great. So it's like there is absolutely life after Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But you know, it sometimes when you have just people who want to be entertained by lowbrow behavior, it takes for them to get put on their heels before they can really understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We were all very impressionable at one point. It's just the combo of social media, where the world is today, that makes it a little bit more. It's not 1995 anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not Rap City after school so much.
But you know what? You know what's I do see happening is we are going to see a lot of black and brown kids wearing that White Lives Matter shirt whenever Kanye drops it.
I don't think so.
I can guarantee it. I can guarantee that happening.
I hope not. I mean, you're probably right. You're right. I'm just hoping.
I just see it happening, and they, you know, it's just.
I see it, but I don't. Like, I see somebody leaving the house with it on, but I don't know if they're going to make it home back safe after that.
Bro, anyone pulls up to Darling Nikki, they need to be denied entry.
Oh, we would kick him out.
White Lives Matter. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, no, I would stop the music at the party.
Get the fuck out.
I would stop the music at the party. Speaking of brown, black and brown, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the LA City Council and what's happening out there. So,
I saw something trending on Twitter about some racist shit, right?
Leaked audio from a meeting with some LA City Council members, and the three or four of them that were on the tape happened to be Hispanic.
Okay.
And they disrespected a black man who's on the council. They disrespected a white guy who has a black son on the council. And they just made a lot of disparaging remarks about black people.
The Mexicans did.
The Mexicans did, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And, you know, and black and brown has always been a little tense in LA.
Especially in LA,
They have a lot of...
It's super segregated.
History.
Yeah, and I mean, just on the West Coast in general, black and brown is just very...
Is that like that in Arizona, too?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
essays don't fuck around.
You just don't...
There's definitely more essays in Arizona than there are black people, right?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
But you just don't have... I mean,
we say essay in a non-racist
essay means friend. There's no...
You know, I thought essay stands for Spanish American.
No, it's not. It's ESE or ESSE. It's not But they said...
Damn.
I just made that up, but it sounded good at the time.
They say, oh, that's going to be the highlight of this week. That's going to be the video clip. But they don't... They say it to each other. They say, what up, essay? You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, Carnon? So...
What's Carnon mean?
Like, they'll say it real quick fact. Like, brother?
Carnal. It's like my man.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm not Mexican. That's definitely like Mexican slang. Essay and carnal is like definitely like Mexican.
Yeah.
Spanish American slang.
So you're saying essay is not stand for Spanish American?
No, it does not.
It does not. But they might rock with it now that you said nothing. If they know, they might rock with it.
They definitely will. Like, we'll put a poll on in our Whats'a podcast Instagram story.
If any essays listen to the podcast, let us know how you feel about that.
So essentially, these people's jobs have been called under fire. There's wide
Get them out of here.
There should be.
So they two of them tried to attend the city council, and this just happened like yesterday. So yesterday, or what's today? Today's Tuesday. So it either happened Sunday or Monday, but over the weekend. But they tried to attend the city council meeting today on Tuesday, and there were so many people there they wouldn't even let them start the meeting. The two members that were on the tape that showed up to the meeting had to basically leave for the meeting to start.
Escorted out of there.
The woman who is in charge of the city council, her name is like Nuri Martinez or something like that. People are protesting outside of her house, playing the tape outside of her house.
Good.
Yeah, she needs to hear what she said.
Hold on, was she on the tape or no?
She was on the tape.
She was on the tape,
leading the charge with hate. Okay. She was the one.
How do you expect to be in a public office and think that you can get away with? Yeah, be racist, but not only be racist, but say some shit in a public forum and expect to get away with it. Get the fuck out of here. That's not even being smart. Like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Well, I mean, people don't think. People, when it comes down to groupthink, the conversations people have in private, you know what I'm saying, about other people, it can get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Whether these people are your friends when the sun is
but
up.
Talking about a whole race and somebody's kids, that's not even like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
So there was one particular member of the city council who I believe is a white guy. No, he's Spanish actually. And she was like, we can't rock with him. He's with the blacks, right? Like.
Oh shit!
So I just looked on Twitter right now, and in the city council, there is somebody giving out T-shirts that says "I'm with the blacks," and one of the black guys that they were talking about, he's wearing a shirt that says "I'm with the blacks." There's like Mexican band playing out front, like it's going
the
down.
Mariachi play, the mariachi essays out there. Oh,
it's like the Owax and it's going down.
Were they with the blacks?
Everybody's with the blacks right now.
The Mexican band with the blacks.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Fantastico.
So shout out to
Fantastico.
Shout out to the blacks and the Mexicans
Shout out to the
down
blacks.
with us. You know what I'm saying?
Only the Mexicans that are the essays, the Spanish Americans that are down with the blacks. That's it.
Yeah.
Those are the only. Those are the only ones we fucking with.
Episode 181 was a podcast. It's an incredible tourist attraction in Medellin, Colombia, and they're talking about it's also the most. It's a byproduct of it for sure.
Cocaine.
So what they're saying is what's my man's name? What was his name?
Pablo Escobar.
Escobar's family has set up a museum with artifacts from his time alive, and it's drawing tourists like crazy. It's super booming.
I would definitely go there.
They got the Pablo Escobar. They got the Pablo Escobar mansion in Tulum that everybody geeks off.
But what they're saying, what the people who live in Medellin are saying, it's like an open wound. It's like, yeah, you're coming here to pray at the altar of Pablo Escobar.
He killed a lot of people.
He killed my uncles.
Yes.
He killed my cousins.
But he also like built that city up too. People praised him while he was still alive. It's like a double-edged sword.
That's exactly what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. So it's like a full-blown. I guess this museum is booming.
I mean, if your uncle was in the streets.
No. But he didn't just kill people that were involved.
He killed politicians. He killed everybody.
But he killed innocent people too.
He killed everybody.
Everybody,
the whole building.
Yeah.
You in the building, you blowing the whole shit up.
It's an LA Times article, and the headline of the article is three decades ago, Medellin was the world's most dangerous city. Today, the city is drawing record numbers of tourists. And a lot of that is the museum. The museum is actually run out of one of his former safe houses.
And the prostitution. They don't say that?
It does not say that.
How about
the essays are going crazy out there. The Spanish Americans.
It's not essays. It's not essays in Medellin. They are.
Well,
South Americans.
Or the essays could be South Americans.
Oh yeah.
My God.
Wow. The plot thickens.
This is horrible.
And some may say those are the true essays.
They're all essays
because they're the double. They're Spanish,
and
South.
And,
I can't wait to see the comments on this one.
South Americans.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the real essays.
Oh man, the comments.
Today's episode, we started out with talking about science and mathematics, and here we are breaking it down already.
Boom, mathematics.
Peace to the gods.
Peace.
And the Earths.
And the
so
essays. Peace to the essays.
And the South Americans.
And the ones that fuck with black people.
Listen, it's. I'm not gonna say it's few and far between, but it's definitely, in my dealings, and from my perspective, the essays don't want you really going at their girls. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like but they're not gonna go at black women. They're not gonna go at white women. They're just gonna go strictly. So they don't want the white dudes going after their girls. They don't want the black dudes going after their girls. They're just like, yo, we're gonna do us.
It's just segregated, man.
Yeah,
it is. I think and this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I think with hip hop being such an important piece of just world culture, it brought everybody into its sphere, right? Hip hop clubs, parties, concerts, whatever, right? Movies. But now that like the world's biggest artist speaks Spanish, it might segregate things again. Because if you don't know Bad Bunny, if you don't know Spanish, you really can't enjoy the Bad Bunny music. You can dance to it, of course. Right. But in terms of actually understanding what he's saying, like I play his stuff all the time.
I don't understand a word.
I don't know what he's saying.
I got homies that love Bad Bunny, and they be making up their own words, singing along to it like they know.
Yeah, but I just don't want to make up 3 minutes worth of words. Like at some
that's
point,
how
I need to hear.
That's how the Japanese have been with dancehall for decades. So it's
they know the words, they just don't know what it means.
No, they be making stuff up. But speaking of
the Japanese were doing that with Wu-Tang in '93
with cornrows and Jinko jeans.
God. Did not know how fucked up that shit was.
They're the first people to do cultural appropriation.
Appropriation.
They're the first ones.
Appropriation.
They took it, but they.
All right, we're gonna have to edit that out. We have to edit that out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So speaking of
Japanese were ahead of time, man.
Nobody ever went at them for that.
Listen, nobody did.
Speaking of Bad Bunny, in 11 shows with 500,000 tickets sold, my man grossed $124 million.
Oh my god. What's the math on that? Hold on.
Who cares? It is.
Well, I want to see what it averages out to. 124 million is how many zeros? Let me see.
Basically, he's at the point now where
500,000.
7 figures.
Oh yeah, he was grossing
$250 a ticket is what.
That's how much they were. $300 a ticket.
Yeah,
$248.
Yeah.
But 248 was 248 if you wanted to touch the sky. Like
248 is like just to get in the building.
No, I just did 124 million divided by 500,000, and it comes up to 2. So that was the average price of ticket.
Yeah, but that's how much money he probably made after everybody else got their cut.
No, I'm just saying if he grossed 124 million,
he did though. The tour didn't. He did.
Oh no, I thought that was that's what
he
the tour
did.
That's what he took
dog.
home. Oh, that's what he took home.
Yeah, dog, him.
124 million for 11 shows?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Do 124 divided by 11, then you know how much you got paid on each show.
124. Yeah, that's
yeah, dog. Because some tickets were like just to get in the
shit. 11.3 million per show
a night.
Yeah.
A night.
Because that I think some of those tickets were easily between 2,000 and 5,000.
Dog, if you're going up front row, you might and like front row at Madison Square Garden or whatever the fuck it was, probably like 10 bands.
Kellen had 8th row tickets,
but he got them from Bad Bunny.
He got them from Bad Bunny, but he easily was like, I could have resold these for like 5 bands.
Easily.
These were the retail prices. It wasn't even resale.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, me and my girl looked in to get tickets while he was here in DC, and like
at
the
National
cheapest
Stadium,
one, cheapest one was $300.
I saw people who I'm like, oh, y'all spent 2 bands on these tickets.
Yeah, which I mean, if we would have planned far enough ahead, we probably would have went. But it was like some last minute shit. It was like, $300 a ticket. Like,
damn.
And they weren't even good seats.
You see, at that point, $300 not gonna do nothing for you.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to either
might as well just go to the parking lot, buy a T-shirt, call it a day.
You either got to go, you got to get a box with your homies, or you just got to be like, yo, I'm about to put this money together.
I don't like going to see shows in a box. I feel like it's
too far away.
End up watching the whole thing on the TV.
I can respect it, but all I'm saying is that if that's your decision, I saw some people doing that But what I do think is that you just got to plan ahead, like you said. Yo, he's gonna be here in 4 months.
As soon as the tickets go on sale, you got to buy them.
I'm gonna put $150 away, $200, $300 away, and just buy the $1,200 ticket.
No doubt.
Because what's the point of sitting? Like, you want to be, what was it called, La Playa? I think that's what they called
the nosebleed.
No. La Playa was.
Oh, it was on the front
beach.
Yeah, the beach. That was the front. That's where Kel was. He was in the 8th row.
Oh, he was in the sand.
Kel was like, "Yo, this is the illest thing I've ever been to in my life."
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I didn't understand one fucking word he said.
Not one word. Not one word.
But he was partying.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, we in here. Me and my man, we in here." You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
$124 million. I mean, dude is.
Is there any Puerto Ricans in Arizona?
I mean, I don't.
I mean, I know there has to be somebody.
Yeah,
any in your school? No.
Was there like a community of them? No.
Like
I think
any in your school?
No. We had straight Mexicans.
Straight
my high school, so listen, my high school was 4,200 kids, which was the biggest high school in the state at the time.
4,200.
We had
4,200 is a big fucking school. For
a big
4
school.
grades?
No, 3 grades. 3 grades.
10, 11, 12?
10, 11, 12. Yeah.
No, 9th grade?
9th is middle school out there, 7, 8, 9.
In my city, it's 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy.
We had, I mean, it was huge. So like, we were bigger than junior college. Like we were.
Yeah. What was the demographics? I feel like you're about to go into that.
95% white.
95.
Oh yeah, it was hella white.
Okay.
The other 4% were Mexican, and the remaining 1% was everybody else. We might have had 40 black kids.
Indians, black kids.
The Indians just started
Asians.
to leave the reservation. My senior year of high school.
Oh, you mean I meant like?
No, he's out west.
I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about like
red
reservation.
Dot. Oh, wait.
He's talking about feather.
Let's cut that out.
He's talking about indigenous.
Yo,
I didn't say that.
We gotta blame Hov for that. That's Hov.
I saw girls.
I mean, I feel like you close enough to the region where you can say that.
I mean, listen, that's Jay-Z's fault. That's not mine.
No, I mean, you close enough to the region.
I came up wrong.
So the thing about this, when Hov said that line, it was the most genius thing ever.
It was amazing. Everybody repeated it.
That whole song was fire.
Yeah, but to this day, you identify them as either this
Red
or
Dot
that.
Feather.
Yeah. So,
and I'm just quoting Hov.
Yeah.
I'm not racist like Abdul.
Putting up the air quote.
I'm not racist like Abdul. I was quoting Hov.
Yo, fam. No, I'm not racist.
Abdul only watches white TV shows.
Oh man,
I love black and brown shows. I represent to the fullest. We're gonna talk about it.
So
yeah.
So we had 1%, which was the 40 black kids with probably the 10 or 8 in Asian kids, with like a remaining and when I say 40 black kids, that was people who were full black and mixed,
right?
And then everything else: Indian, reservation, East Indian, whatever you can think of. You know what I'm saying? So
like barely any minorities.
Yeah, we all knew each other. I mean,
1%. God,
you like knew every black person's name in your school.
You had to.
You had to.
Yeah,
that's your cousin.
I went to school. I went to school from 6th grade to 8th to 12th grade. I want to say probably for the majority of my classes, I was the only black kid in all of my classes.
Oof, that's rough.
Starting in junior high, you switched classes. We had 6 different classes a day. You know what I'm saying? So it was always just an experience, whether you're going to another school. And there were schools that had even less black kids.
I'm sure.
It was even worse. You know what I'm saying? We had my city, Mesa, Arizona, fantastic place. Shout out to my mother and my brother. Is the second most Mormons in the world outside of Salt Lake City.
Oh, so Mormons were deep up in your school.
Super. They had, so for every junior high and high school in my city, there's a Mormon. It's not a mosque, but it's similar to a mosque. Not even it's like a smaller version. But it's not even a full church. It's just like a little worshiping center.
Okay.
And they could go there like on lunch breaks if they just wanted to go pray.
Go say the prayers.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that was every junior high and high school.
They deep too. Mormons are deep.
Oh,
They'd be like,
and they got bread.
15 to a family.
They just started to recognize black people in the late 90s. They used to think
into their religion or just
they used to think we had tails. There's something crazy
what?
like that. Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Nice people. You know what I'm saying? They do a fair amount of homeschooling out there too.
I mean, nice people. I wouldn't say that.
I mean, we're 15 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know the world in its full.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that's my man. We're on a basketball team together. You know what I'm saying?
It.
But that's why I don't know if you guys remember when recently the basketball players were saying the place they hate to play the most is Salt Lake City.
It's not popping at all.
No, it's not. They're just wild, disrespectful fans. They come out their mouths and say anything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And like
Boston's
not even that bad compared to Salt Lake City. Like Salt Lake City is white. Like Mexicans and black people aren't the second minority in Salt Lake City. I believe it's the non-Mormon.
It's the second minority.
It's the Samoans.
Oh wow!
A ton of Samoans they used to recruit to play football. They would go to Hawaii. They would go to the Hawaiian because I think some of the Samoan islands are U.S. owned, and they would convert them and bring them back over to Utah. It's I had some good friends. Like
there's Samoan Mormon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
If you turn on like a BYU football game or like whatever, you'll see
Booyah Tribe's up in there.
Booyah Tribe is in there deep.
No doubt.
Booyah Tribe's in there deep. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Salt Lake City, man. I might be DJing out there soon, so it's all good.
Shout out to Booyah Tribe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Samoans.
It's a deep West Coast right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Episode 181 was the podcast. We wanted. Oh man, my DMs are blowing up right now.
Oh shit!
Nah, ain't nothing.
Was that shorty from Dewdrop?
Ooh.
Abdul got some motherfucking spy photos.
Oh, this. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, I don't know what I'm at liberty to say, so feel free to shut me down. Whatever I'm saying.
Let's just shut it down now. Let's just shut it down now.
All right.
Let's
I
just
won't
shut it
say
down
anything
now.
else, but my man was, we saw him in action Sunday night.
My man,
all that shit that he be saying, I'm always working.
Pearly whites.
Nah, my guy
was I not working though?
Coming back with 2 shots.
You were doing a lot of work.
I was doing a lot of work. Yeah.
Coming back with 2 shots.
My hosting ability is fantastic.
It was.
Listen, nobody said it wasn't.
We
got to see it in person.
Room like you.
Yeah, my guy was everywhere, man. Drinking.
Yeah.
There
was one particular joint that got a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
Oh,
yeah.
I do.
I'm not mad at it.
I got it on video.
Abdul got it on video, and you were smiling and talking the whole time.
Man.
I'm a great host.
Jerome was smiling and throwing his head back in laughter.
He was like flaying his hair back.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out here. Listen, I see you. Okay.
Look, he's texting her right now.
Like, yo, we're talking about you right now.
They talking about you, boo.
Tune in this week, boo.
They peeped us out.
Wow, that's
they broke the code.
Cat's out the bag.
we got to go public now.
Next week, Roma has a girlfriend.
Next week, I'm giving you the ring.
A lot of activity. Oh my goodness.
That was a good time though.
Shout out to Dewdrop in, man. Sunday. A lot of the family, a lot of the homies came out. Good times, man. We played some good records. Showed up.
Yeah, that was a nice vibe.
I think it was a good vibe, man. Good time.
I like that spot, man.
Yeah, I think they were very disappointed, which was fine with me. I mean, they wanted that to have that similar vibe, but they extended the hand.
And they, you mean as the people that throw the party, or
yeah, for sure.
Dewdrop?
No, because Dewdrop was fine because there were a lot of people inside towards the end of the night. It was cold outside, so I think what they failed to realize was there was a free Jazzy Jeff show. Jazzy Jeff and DJ Spinna were at Franklin Park. And so they didn't realize.
What's the name of that thing called? Art in the City
park.
or something like that?
Something in the park. I don't know.
Art in the Park.
Art in the Park.
So they
apparently Kenny Dope was there Saturday.
Yeah, Kenny Dope was there. And it's ill because the guy who did the sound is doing the sound for this conference that I have to DJ this week. So I'm gonna get all the details. But
what conference are you doing this week? Can we talk about it or not?
Black Enterprise.
Okay.
Black Enterprise is out at the Harbor for like a 3-day conference. So I'm doing.
They put you up in a room out there?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
But I'm not gonna take it because I have to work every night.
Yeah.
So it's like tomorrow night I'm doing the opening reception. Then I'm going to do 1942. Right. Thursday I'm doing the party from like 6 to 8. Then I got.
Are you reggae heavy at 1942 or no?
Wednesdays is R&B.
Ooh.
But I feel like you have to mix it all up.
There's some R&B-ish reggae.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Friday night, I'm doing the closing party. Then I'm doing Abigail.
The closing party
of the conference.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
closing it out.
I want to hear more dance hall at clubs, man, and parties.
Gotta go right places, man. You know the problem is
downtown Silver Spring.
True. Number one. Number two.
Society.
There were some DJs who are prominent in DC. Some young guys who are online, basically stating that because reggae isn't as popular as it once was, like on mainstream, that crowds don't respond as well to it. So
I believe that.
I believe the music is there.
Yeah.
I know the music's there. Like, you know, because there's some jams, Crocodile Teeth and all that stuff. Like, there's jams. But
or play some old dance hall that you know is going to get people out.
I feel like we're the old dance hall. The young kids don't know the old dance hall.
You don't think so? Even
I think they know it. I think they just feel like I've heard this a million times before.
Or like my mom listens to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but also I feel like the DJs don't. And this is how I learned to play dance hall. You're supposed to play that stuff real quick. Like if there's 7 songs on a rhythm, you're supposed to play 7 songs in 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? Like big energy on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back. Like that's how I learned. That's how I watched the people, like when I was in Virginia. That's how I watched them play dance hall. And so like now you just don't have, you also don't have a lot of familiarity with the artists. And a lot of people think dance hall is Afro beats. Like there's a disconnect.
I mean, to a certain extent it is, but you know.
Yes, I will say there are influences, but I just think that from a mainstream top 40, it's not 2001 when you had Sean Paul,
Reggae Gold 2001.
Yeah, like you know, it doesn't dominate.
That was slept on album.
Abdul started smiling as soon as I said that.
2001 wasn't slept on. That 01 to like that 2000 to 2003 for Reggae Gold comps.
Yeah.
Those joints are.
I said Reggae Gold 2001. Abdul just smiled.
He just thought about love automatically. He was like, "Oh, I was at love one night." Yeah,
something that came on. You know, you got to get your wind on.
Now, Abdul was in like Carnival or something like that when that.
That's a fact.
Out.
That's a fact. Yeah. Kingston Carnival 2001 was legendary.
Yep, he's probably with Sean.
I wasn't actually. I think Sean was touring heavy at that time when I would go to Jamaica in those years. So. I would actually see him in the States more than I saw him in Jamaica.
What's my man's name from the party?
What party?
The Chinese Jamaican?
Oh, Black Chinese.
No, your homie.
Oh,
the one who plays soccer for Howard. Didn't you say he's
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably getting it in with him out there.
Oh, yeah.
He dropped a bomb on us at the party. We can tell you about that later, Jerome.
What happened? I'm sorry.
We'll tell you about it later.
Okay. So after Dewdrop, I actually went to Eaton.
Mm-hmm.
They were having the after party for
Art in the Park.
In the Art in the Park. It was Josh Sonic crushing it. DJ Spinner couldn't get his equipment to work, but he was still on CDJs.
So the party at Dewdrop is Josh Sonic's party.
No,
right?
No. He's a guest. It's this dude, Smudge. It's Smudge's party.
Oh, it's Smudge's party.
It is, yeah. Everybody. It's kind of like a Smudge and Harry thing. You know what I'm saying?
I thought Josh Sonic was involved.
Just like once a month.
Okay. He's just on a heavy rotation. But it's Smudge's party.
Yes.
Okay, that's my man. Me and Smudge go way back. That's my man.
So that after party was crazy. Super packed, super hot. I saw your wife in there.
My wife definitely went.
You know what I'm saying?
Went from Dewdrop to Eaton.
The line was incredible to get in. I told them I was DJing, so we went through a different.
Did you take them up there with you?
I was on my way to doing it, and they got in before I went to call. So
word.
But you know, DC was popping, man. It was good times. Good times this weekend, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of that. Dewdrop is always. I'll be back next summer.
Dope.
You know, we got Darling Nikki. Darling Nikki's actually off from Capo the entire month of October, which I love for us.
Why is that?
We just want to take a step back.
Okay. Are you doing Darling Nikki somewhere else for that month, or are you just doing no Darling Nikki for the month?
We have a Halloween party, which is tickets are selling well.
And that's at Capo.
That's at Hill Prince.
Okay.
And then we have $2 Nickies in November, but one of them is the night before Thanksgiving. So,
that's a big night. That's a big night. And that's at Capo or no? That's at
yeah. And then we have one in December. It's going to be like our holiday
party,
Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Look at Abdul. He had a smile on his face. You know who he's talking to.
My wife just walked in.
Yep.
She's not bad at me, guys.
He's on a smile on his face. Look.
She said she's very mad at me.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Look at his son.
I said, no, you're not.
What? You want to come say something? She wants to be invited on as a guest.
Perfect.
Who? She said Clark Kent's wife is going to come on as a guest as well.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, my God. You guys are not allowed on the podcast.
Ask her if we could film in New York. I would love to take a trip to New York.
No, we're going to film in Abdul's sneaker room.
No, we're not going to have that.
Kim's going to have the Abdul shoe giveaway.
She's not invited on the podcast.
Look. He's in the doghouse.
Nevertheless, man. It's beautiful, man. It's wonderful situation going on here, man. What's the podcast? Episode 181. I did see that you guys are familiar with NIL deals. I think we talked about this recently.
NIL.
Mm-hmm.
What does that stand for to you, Abdul? Break down the NIL.
Isn't that the league when you get kicked out of March Madness, you go to the NIL?
The NIT.
NIT. No, I don't know what NIL is.
NIL is name, image, and likeness. So that is the college. That's how the college athletes get paid nowadays.
Oh yeah, okay.
So Nike has now gotten into the game. And they signed LeBron's son,
Bronny.
He got caked.
Did they say how much he gets or no?
They didn't report on the numbers, but they also signed Caitlin Clark from Iowa, Haley Jones from Stanford.
So how do they get paid?
Basically,
they're now Nike athletes.
They can endorse products.
Yeah,
they can endorse products in a variety of.
Is everybody you just named black or?
No, only.
Bronny.
I named 3, but there's 2 others that are black. So there's 3 black and 2 white, I believe.
Okay,
that's dope.
Everybody's basketball or no?
Yes,
across all sports or all basketball. That's dope, man. This kid is, I think he's gonna be, even if he does not succeed in basketball, I think, he's gonna succeed in everything else. It's
he's definitely gonna succeed in basketball.
I mean, I don't even know much about the sport, but I've watched him play, and I think he's amazing. But I'm not one to comment on basketball.
With Nike getting involved, though, I mean, up it this way. Let's say Bronny is, he is he's not his father when he was 18, right? But he's a well sought after type of player. Let's say he's I don't want to.
Is he better than the ball kid when he was in high school?
Yeah. Let's say he's
he is. You're saying, oh wow, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
I hear he's now a star, right? So.
He just injured himself though, so he won't be playing for a few months. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, listen. Shout out to the James family, man. They've been able to do what their dad has done. Has been simply amazing, from parlaying basketball and being an athlete into becoming a team owner and becoming. He's one of the owners of Liverpool in the English Premier League. And just a side note. Arsenal smashed them on Saturday, on Sunday actually, and I know LeBron James might have been at home wearing that Liverpool jersey, salty, but yeah, we whooped y'all motherfucking asses. It was a beat down of absolute destruction.
I think
we're back on top of the table, baby. Listen, shout out to LeBron, shout out to Liverpool, but Arsenal's number one right now.
Yeah, LeBron is actually also trying to buy that team in Vegas.
He's trying to buy a basketball team in Vegas.
Because
there's a basketball team in Vegas?
No. But what's going on is there's everything else. There's football. There's hockey.
He's trying to start one. Yeah.
No. It's like the basketball world's biggest secret that expansion is going to happen soon. And it's going to include Seattle.
But he can't be in the NBA owner and be a player.
No. Yeah, it's a conflict of interest. But what they're saying,
he'll retire. Shit.
He brought it up on his own. He wants to play with Bronny. If he plays 2 games with Bronny and retires, then
he wants to play on the same team as Bronny. He wants to play against Bronny.
Same team.
I think
so Bronny's going to be a Laker,
unless he becomes an owner. And then he can be an owner and player like Michael Jordan was with the Wizards.
He doesn't want to do that. He wants to play in a game with the boy. I think what you do is
throw Bronny to alley-oop.
They're just going to end up playing together for a couple games on some King Griffey Jr., King Griffey Sr. type stuff.
I don't know if I like
Ken
that.
Griffey Jr. and Sr. played at the same time?
Yeah, same teams and the Mariners.
Yeah.
What?
His dad was a coach on the Mariners too, right?
I remember him being a coach. I don't remember him being a player.
I'll use a picture. I'll use a picture for this week's episode on Instagram. So basically, Bronny is whoever wins the Bronny sweepstakes wins LeBron in the end of his career. But correct. LeBron as the business person, mind you, he already signed the $1 billion deal with Nike, lifetime deal.
Yeah.
But you figure like he's gonna get that Vegas team. He's either gonna get Vegas or Seattle.
You think Bronny's gonna be on have his own LeBron shoe?
He'll probably have his own. Bronny will take over LeBron's shoe.
Yeah. And I think he's going to have his own colorway come out. Like now that he's signed and he's a Nike athlete, he's definitely going to put his own spin on that LeBron 20. It's not that far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I heard the LeBron 20 is a very nice and light. It's supposed to be the lightest of all the LeBron shoes. LeBron just put out a new commercial for it. Have you all seen it where he jumped out the pool?
No.
He dove into the pool. His kids are actually in the video as well. He's in the backyard with his family and the kids are watching him. He dives in with the shoes on and he's like, yo, these shits are mad fire and super light. He dives into the pool and then from the bottom of the pool jumps out onto land. You know what I'm saying? Like just showing his athletic prowess.
They didn't play that shit backwards? You don't think they played it backwards?
Of course they did. I mean, it was camera tricks, but, you know.
He box jumped out the pool onto the dry?
Exactly.
It's all right. So, obviously, we talked about sneakers earlier. We can get right back into it because, we're dealing with some health issues over here. We want everybody to rest up, be on their best, get ready for tomorrow. Sneakers app, is there anything popping? I don't think so.
No.
I don't know, man.
Nah, it's whack. It's weak.
Yeah, listen, if you ever
HBCU dunks are out there heavy. The HBCU collection from Nike is out there heavy. They actually did include my beloved Hampton University in the
Did
collection.
They really?
They did, yes.
What is it, a T-shirt or?
It's everything. They did the same thing for every school, and they just kind of replaced it. You know what I'm saying? So they just
Is this the first time they included Hampton? Because it wasn't in the last yard runners, a couple of years back, right?
No, it wasn't. No. But I think Hampton was like, we need that.
Yeah, they should, man. They should definitely include Hampton. I think that royal blue colorway that is Hampton's colors is just looks super good on any shirt.
Yeah, I mean, get us a pair of dunks, man. You know what I'm saying? Put us in the game, like we're made, But I think obviously the Crush dunks were a big thing here in DC. Shout out to Crush Skate Shop.
Yep, no doubt.
I think the national raffle still hasn't happened yet, from what I was told. It's one of the guys from Legacy came in today and said it's just been the local raffle that went down.
Legacy, the consignment store.
Legacy, the gifting store.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
And so it's dope to see the community build around Crush, man, because they were just in a special. They deserve everything they got.
Oh yeah,
sure.
The guy came in today and even said they're possibly moving. That Crush is possibly moving, and we had a whole conversation about that because they definitely look. If you live in DC, you should go to Crush or U Street, but they definitely look like a skate shop. It's a core skate shop. There's stuff everywhere, right? But in this 2022 game, can you clean up a core skate shop and make it look like a Commonwealth?
Give it a more of a boutique vibe.
A little, and still be a skate shop. That
look at Supreme.
Supreme was standing.
I would say Supreme is the perfect example of a fucking core skate shop.
I think we said Supreme didn't count because they just have
$500 million injection.
Corporate, yeah. But we're saying kind of core.
Even before that though, even before the LVMH or whatever purchase.
Our thing was just like kind of core skate shop, kind of mom and pop owned, clean up their look to be a Commonwealth type spot, and still like, can the feel change? Can they attract new customers?
I mean, I would say Palace 5 did that for a little while.
That's true. Palace 5 did have a beautiful aesthetic to it.
I would say they did it for a little while.
Yeah. They were more of a boutique.
I think in 2022, any shop would need to
step it up.
Step it up.
Yep.
And it's nothing against being core.
Yeah, I mean, you can still attract the core client and still attract new people and turn them onto new products and stuff like that.
You can have skate rats. I think you can have skate rats hanging out in your store, and at the same time have a dad pushing an $800 stroller, buying
a pair of SBs and a deck for his kid.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if that's what Crush is looking to do, I would love for that to happen for them. Because they are very much 1995 in there, and like, I'm not mad at it at all, but growth is always important to the success of any business, to the future of any business.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they do.
I hope they do. I mean, I hope, I think sometimes brands need to come behind a place like Crushed too, because, skateboarding is also historically has just been a very white sport, right? And a suburban sort of sport. And only recently, and by recently, I mean like in the last 15, 20 years, we've started to see it being more
I would say like the mid to late 90s, it really really hit.
Yeah, so about 20 something years, it's had an injection within like an urban and city environment.
Yeah.
And then that being said, there's still a lot of skate shops that are predominantly white owned, and I'm just happy. Probably most of them.
Definitely most of them.
Yeah, and way less than sneaker boutiques. On their own, there are not that many black owners, and now you're going into an even more niche a sport of skateboard shops where there's almost little to no presence of black and brown ownership, and I think Crush has just they've been able to pull through, and it can't have been easy, man. I was I had a conversation with Brian and just his early beginnings as a business owner, and some of the headaches he went through that he did not even realize he was getting played by banks and getting loans. And it wasn't until much, much later on that he realized that,
understood.
I got played. I did not get X loan from this bank because of the color of my skin. And being able to go to another smaller institution or a black-owned bank, and being able to come through and really explain what he's trying to do and the vision of what he wanted Crush to be, and being able to get those sort of loans, so now that we have this up and standing, I think it's great that Nike gave him a chance with a dunk,
and he's like true to it too. Like Crushed was 2 other skate shops before Crushed, and he worked at both of those.
Yeah, he's a true skateboarder all the way, man. And grew up skateboarding, and it's been his passion and his love. And he's a very community-driven kid, and in everything he does. He's a father of 2 amazing little girls, and he's just the dude that goes to skate parks and sweeps it up, just because he's like, us as skaters, we need to take care of our own, and he's just that dude. Like, what I'm saying, a very warm dude, and he's very passionate about skateboarding, and I'm just glad that he's been able to open up his shop and finally got a chance on a collab with Nike of all places. You know what I'm saying? So I think Nike should step in and help out. You know, whether it's through product, more product,
I think
and
that
more things.
I think we see that happening. You know, I think that by them just helping him get a dunk and putting a dunk on, I mean, I feel like that's a big help. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel like the relationship probably will continue to grow. I mean, Nike skateboarding has a big presence on DC skateboarding. A lot of the people that work for Nike skateboarding
are from this area.
Are from DC or the DC area. They take care of a lot of the skaters down there at Freedom Plaza. They flow a lot of them, and they're very integral in like the DC skateboarding community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would back behind Crush.
Listen, man, it's beautiful, I think, to see, you know, hear the Crush journey. And to just look forward to the positive things that are going to happen for them in the very near future.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So let's make sure, you know, if we, I think we play our cards right. Let's try to get dude on the podcast so we can tell that full story.
He's only coming on the podcast if I get my size 9.
I mean, I was like, that was going to be like a, you know,
11 and 2 9s.
I already got a 9, but we can get. I'm sure Tom can probably get a pair too.
I'm joking.
Tom probably got a pair.
Nevertheless, I think, you know, again, I don't know if there are a lot of shoes out there.
Yeah, I think it's been kind of quiet. This
Chicago,
new picture.
I think the Chicago ones are definitely in people's radar. I know there's some trophy room 7s that nobody will get their hands on, but a picture of those surfaced in the past couple of weeks. I know ALD put out some more of those high top 550s. Which in theory is good, but I just don't know if people really like those. Like you gotta really, it's just a different energy with those.
I do really like these. Teddy Santis just put out these 990 V2s in a new colorway that look fucking really nice. The price point on those is like really high though, aren't they? Like either 195 or 220 or something like that.
I didn't. Did they put a price point out? I didn't see a price point.
I mean, I think that's what they just go for. It's crazy, the made in USA stuff. And but I really like the colorway on those. These Teddy Santis, who's the ALD dude, he's also like the New Balance
creative director.
Yeah, head of
special
made in USA or some shit like that. So,
and what shoes are out?
A pair of 990s.
Yep,
the V2s.
I'm not even gonna front, dog. I like everything he's doing, but that fuzzy suede shit is just not it for me.
I like it.
That's Oscar the Grouch looking shoe is not it for me, dog.
Wait, not overly done.
They're all overly done.
I thought the Oscar the Grouch dunk was the Cactus Plant Flea Market.
I'm talking about the New Balance that Teddy Santis puts out. All the suede is like dumb long, like fuzzy.
It's not super long.
Yo, I got 2 pairs. I don't wear them. You can have them.
Let me have them.
Yeah, we'll trade for some Virgil 5s.
Some Jordan 5s.
Relax.
No, but for real, because this is too long. Like I almost like real talk. I almost took the Clippers to him.
I don't mind the long fuzz. Pause.
Yeah. I'm not down with it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's doing a great job though. I
think all the colorways. I think everything is dope. I love what he's doing. I just wish he just would leave that short haired suede and stop fucking with that long shit.
Yeah.
At this point, we're gonna say, "What is Abdul watching?"
Oh man, what am I watching? Oh, you know, speaking of basketball and LeBron, I watched this doc on Netflix called The Redeem Team.
Fire!
Yeah, man.
I watched it.
I watched that shit, and you know,
Kobe is a maniac.
Kobe's a fucking maniac. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. But the stories they all had, and for those that don't know, the Redeem Team was the 2008 USA Olympic team that went in to try to reclaim USA's position in the world of basketball as number 1 when they had lost in the 2004 Olympics. Who was the coach then? It was Larry Davis or something like that?
No, Mike Krzyzewski.
No, that was 2008. The team that lost, it was another
Larry
coach.
Brown.
Larry Brown, that's who it was. And they lost, and then 2008, you know, they came up with this super team, and they went in and brought it back home. But some of those Kobe stories were just fucking dope, man. I suggest you go watch that.
Incredible.
Very good. I started watching another show on Netflix called American Gigolo. 5 episodes in, fully caught up. Very, very good show. Very well written, and it's not so much about, American Gigolo sounds like it's a prostitution show, and it is, but it's not so much focused on a dude slutting himself out, but more so there's a big backstory behind him and how he got into it, and some of the shit that happened, and there's a whole murder mystery behind the whole show. So I'll leave it at that without giving away too much about it. Check that out. Rami season 3 is now on Hulu, and I just happened to check by chance, and I saw that the whole season was fully up. So I started that. I'm 2 episodes in. Rami, for those that don't know, is an Egyptian comic based out of New Jersey, and Egyptian Muslim comic based out of New Jersey, and he has his own show on Hulu, loosely based on his life as an Egyptian Muslim growing up in Jersey City, a son of immigrants, and navigating through American culture and life, and fucking with chicks, and all this stuff that his parents might not necessarily understand. Really good show, very well written. This new season is a little bit different, but it is what it is. I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but I'm only 2 episodes in. It's a 30-minute show, so it's pretty good. That's it. That's all I got.
Let's see. There is a new Rome Streets album. Beautiful Mind. I haven't got to it yet. Still haven't got to it.
Oh, wait. Rome Streets, A Beautiful Mind, as in the commenter? What if Rome Streets is A Beautiful Mind on our YouTube page?
They'll be excited about this part of it. Of the show.
Another mystery we might have just cracked.
Boom.
Maybe. Let's see. The YG album, I Got Issues, is out. It is what it is. Makami just put another album out.
I was just wondering whatever happened to Makami, man. Like,
Makami puts out stuff all the time.
His last shit was fire.
The one that came out in August, or one before?
No,
that?
the first one. The first,
That's
whatever.
Something puts out so much
with
music.
the Haitian flag and all that.
Yeah, that was fire.
That shit was fire.
Again, there's still the Freddie Gibbs banging, ESTG. There's a lot of music out there. It's tough to get to. I just put out a new mix an hour ago, 2 hours ago. There's an 8-track in Cameron project that's out there.
How is that?
It's cool. It's cool. I'm not mad at it. Lil Baby's about to put a new album out. People aren't enjoying the first 2 singles. They're like really talking about. Oh, there's Only Built for Infinity Links, not Cuban Links.
What?
Infinity Links.
By who?
Quavo and Takeoff.
I don't like it already.
Of the Migos. Yeah, if you're over the age of 35, you're not gonna like it.
You're not gonna respect that. Come on.
I don't.
Quavo and Takeoff. I would have appreciated that coming from somebody in the Griselda crew or something like that who can hold it down for real.
Benny the Butcher just put an album out he didn't. It's Black Soprano Family, and their album's called Long Live DJ Shay. So
Rest
that's the name of their
DJ
album.
Shay.
Yeah, so a lot of music out, man. I think a lot of people are trying to get that money out now so they can tour in the spring, or maybe even tour over the holidays, because now you tour whenever you feel like touring. And it's a beautiful thing, man. A lot of music. So we'll get to everything. If y'all got something that we should hear, leave a comment.
We are all going to be at the Pusha T show October 20th. The whole team is going to be in session.
I've got a big doctor's appointment the next day, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, we're going to get it in that night.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna have to.
That's the grand finale.
I think it's a wrap after that, yeah.
Pusha T is just on Rolling Stone magazine. I saw some beautiful pictures on Instagram. And a dope article written about him, as well as in Wall Street Journal. You know what I'm saying?
He had them crazy Kanye boots on, though.
In one of the pictures he did.
Yeah, he had them crazy boots on.
Yeah.
You fucking with those?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I can't pull those off even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I think Push pulled them off though. They weren't like the crazy Balenciaga motherfuckers. These were more like rain boots, kind of.
They were like hybrids. They were like in between a rain boot and a high.
They were Dunlops, you know, like the tire company, and they also made sneakers back in the day.
But Soles.
They made sneakers.
Push is
Dunlop sneakers in Africa were heavy.
Okay,
you learn something new every day. Push is fashion adjacent. Like he wears all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he had.
He does not look crazy wearing it though. Like you know how Fab goes sometimes way too far.
Fab's been crushing it with the music though. Like
Pusha sometimes goes a little bit too crazy.
Pusha never. I don't think
I've never
Pusha
seen
wears,
him go crazy.
He
wears
Fab's
age appropriate stuff.
Pusha got like the 30 Cartier bracelets that look like some like fucking like.
I'm not mad at that.
I mean, all the way up to your elbow.
I've never noticed the bracelets.
I'm mad.
No, you're bugging. He has bracelets from here to here.
I mean, not that much. But he definitely got like the Wonder Woman. He definitely got like 8 of them.
Yo, Fab. See where Fab loses. Fab tries to go too matchy. Like Fab will have on.
That's that. I mean, Fab comes from that era though.
So does Push. We all come from that era.
But Fab is from Brooklyn though. Push is not.
But the thing about Fab though is like Fab will have the fake custom sneakers to try to make his fit look that much more matchy, and it doesn't help the fit at all. It's too much. It's like, bro, you're doing too much, Fab. You're 45 years old. Like, you at some point you have to just put on a white tee and keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? But musically, Fab's been killing him all summer, low key. Like he just put out a new video today. He been putting in work this summer, man. Fab is, he's got to gear up. You know what I mean? So. Inside of it, I heard some new Tom Lim produced music today. Oh my goodness,
did I.
Fire!
I heard some yesterday. That shit was
fire.
Yeah. Should we say who it's with, or we can't? We're not allowed to yet, right? Okay. It's coming out, man. Tom Lim is about to drop a new project with a well-known artist.
Dope.
It's fire. Shout out to Silent Tom.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, shout out to my guy, always available, #Streetwear Eddie.
Peace, y'all.
Shout out to my man, Don't Charge Abdul.
These allergies are killing me, man.
They're crushing you, This is DJ Jerome Baker III. Make sure you hit whatsapodcast.live for our previous episodes, youtube.com/whatsapodcast for our video episodes. And we are out. Peace.
Shout out to the essays. We love you all that love black people.